I am Dr. Ijaz Ahmad. I am the CEO and I am the founder of Noble Care Malaysia, and I am a medical professional, medical specialist, and now I have been working almost 25 years for the aged community and the other deserving community. Being a professional doctor, I have ample chances to work with the people who are bedridden, who are handicapped or who are abandoned, because I have been working with international organizations and many places where I was taking care of these people, their needs. So I am the person who think or who thought when I graduated that this is the best way to give back to the community. So Noble Care is a volunteer organization. We are working as a non-profit organization and we are helping the community. We work as a business model. We are sustainable because we do 60% business and we do 40% charity. And still we have a 20% cushion of sustainability. Aging is a process whereby every person who is living on earth, who is born in this universe, he has to have the aging process. So taking care of the old age needs is a great effort and great things to do for the old people. But when I noticed and I surveyed in Malaysia, there are availability is rare because there are traditional old folk homes, and then the concept in community of the old folk homes is not very good. When you talk about sending your loved ones to the old folk home, people always think negative. We have different outlets all over Malaysia, and you can find out the nearest place run by Noble Care where you can send your loved one with a great message that they will enjoy their life.
Yeah, I'm very happy here because they are all very, very friendly, very warm and friendly, all the staff. Although they are foreigners, they come from India, but they are very, very helpful, friendly and very obliging people. So I feel very at home, although I'm among strangers. That's the reason why I can stay this long.
Just imagine when you retired, suppose you retired at 65 years of age, and then you have to survive another maybe 10, 20, 30 or 40 years of age. And then if you are forced to stay in a small house, not in a good environment, then you feel that your life is gone, and then you are forced out of your home to stay in some place where there is no peace of mind, no dignity in living, and you have no facilities.
When you become old physically, when you become old mentally, and then you find that you are not at all aware of the consequences and the impacts of all this, and you find that it's a hard struggle.
Some people think that acquiring a small home and putting a few maids and they can label this as a Ruma or a Tua or an old folk home, it is really a very stupid psychology. And every old person is different in his background, in his profession, in his needs and requirement, in his physical and mental state. So it's a great task to get the perfect environment for an old folk. And then we have to mobilize a full team. It's not a one-person task. You need caretakers to take care of their basic needs. You need a qualified nursing staff to take care of their medical needs. And you need the physiotherapist around them. You need a dietitian to control their diet. And you need a psychologist or clinical psychologist to take care of their emotional needs and their emotional part. And you need a group of medical specialists to take care of all their body functions like heart, like skin, like kidneys. So this is not very simple.
In my case, I have a bad left arm, which resulted when one of the nerves in my body stopped functioning, and as a result of which I lost the use of my left arm. In addition, you find that when you are confined to a limited scope or place because of your physical condition, you tend to overuse your mind, and then you find that your mind also deteriorates along with your physical body. Here in this home, we learn to develop a support group for each other. We try to share what we have. In the words of one of the patients, we have become brothers and sisters. Brothers in suffering, brothers in sharing, brothers and sisters in caring.
Once the old person is admitted to Noble Care, so we design a program for him. It is an individual attention, or you can say is an individual training program or rehabilitation program. We identify their physical fitness, we identify their mental capacity. So definitely we can give him a very light exercises or some light physio exercises, which will keep him fit for the future life.
Well, it has, among other things, that has given me, shall we say, care and accommodation. Accommodation in the sense that I had a decent place to sleep. I had someone who was able to look after my hygiene needs, taking care of my hygiene needs, cleaning me up. And among other things, it also offered me a routine to which I could stick. Because when you are incapacitated physically, you tend to develop a routine to which you cling to as assurance that life is still normal.
If you are searching for Noble Care, you must search for 10 other homes, and then at the end of the day, I must say, and I am proud to say this, that you will come and you will end up with the Noble Care services, because we are the pioneer in retirement living and we are the best in the care part, and we are highly professional in giving services to the old folks. And it's not one day, it's more than 2 decades experience which we are now rendering to the old folks in Malaysia.
I have kind of nerve problem, so I've lost my balance these 4 years. That's why I have to use this walking frame. I cannot stand on my own, so I cannot, these 3-4 years, I cannot stand under the shower myself. I need help when I bathe. That's why I'm in this room.
I have a dream to develop 100 homes in the coming 5 years in Malaysia, and that is the requirement also. That is not a simple dream. This is a big requirement all over the country, that we should move, and we should move to the small places also, not in bigger towns like Johor Bahru, in Malaka, in Kuala Lumpur. The small towns where the people have no facilities, Noble Care should be there. This is my vision, this is my dream, and this is my passion also. And I also request other people to join our team as a volunteer. That emotional needs cannot be taken care by Noble Care. This is your part. The children, the family members and the siblings, they should take care of the emotional needs. I noticed that you can give them the best in life, but if the children and the family and the siblings or your friends will not cooperate, you may have some emotional problems like anxiety, depression, frustration, or you feel like that somebody has abandoned you, or family has less exposure or interaction with you.
The father that they know is no longer the father who used to play with them, who had the strength to pick them up when they were small. And I think it takes a lot of adjustment too on the part of the young, to adapt to the fact that your dad is no longer the man you know him to be. I formerly taught in UITM, so I have been keeping it quiet from them, but I still don't want it to be known that I, who had been a source of inspiration or trying to inspire them to greater things, is now facing the challenge myself. In fact, I don't want them to know that life can be so cruel, because they are young and they are full of hope, they are full of life, and I don't want them to be suddenly at that age be confronted with the realities of life, the real realities of life.
I have 2 boys. One cannot visit me, he's in Toronto, and he's not well now. He's got some spinal problem, so he can't visit me. And I've not seen him for over 10 years. He cannot travel.
Every old person, they never like to leave the home. If they are moving around, they are living like a normal old person, but I feel that they should not be sent to any facility, even to the noble care. I'm talking about against the business law, but I must say that as a human being, I must say that your parents, your father, mother, grandmother and grandfather, they love to live with you. They want to breathe in the home environment. They want to eat with you. They want to play with your kids, their children and grandchildren. And they must have a chance to live in the same environment. And at least, I must say also, they must have a chance to die in the same environment. Unless and until it is highly recommended that there is nobody there to take care of them, then they must be shifted to a home like noble care.
I understand, because it is definitely better if you stay in your own home. Here, they cook and then you eat what they give. You have no choice. But when you are in your own home, you can buy your own food. You can tell the people at home what you want, what you don't want. You want to change. But here, it is the same thing year in and year out. But for me, that is no problem, because I'm not that choosy.
You want to do it for your children. And I think I do it out of love for my children, and my children do it, allow me to come because of love. Because I don't want them to worry about me. And every time they worry about me, it affects them. And they don't want me to worry about them, so they agree to the decision. So ultimately, what you see here are not cases of abandonment or an abdication of family love and care, but rather a sacrifice of the present, undertaking it for the future of the children so that they learn to live without you learning to trying to pick them up all the time.
Our parents, the old people, they are our parents. They are the best people in the world. We should design the programs for them. Don't think that they have left the life now and they are old and they are outdated now. No. A person at 90 years of age can enjoy a window shopping in a mega mall. He can enjoy a light dinner at a restaurant, or he can enjoy a walk on the beach. So don't neglect them. Don't forget them by placing them in old folk homes and leaving them there to stay there. Involve them in all the living and lively activities of life till the last day of their life.